Hello, you idiots! This time, I am not alone! Damn
it. I have a soundboard now.
We are screwed. Run. Anyway, we are getting into the third case. He has decided not to watch the previous episodes. It will be more fun that way.
Also, the previous episodes are like 2 hours each.
Maybe I should learn how to edit.
Maybe you should.
Anyway, case 3.
My power went out earlier today. Anyway, you gotta start screen. You gonna start screen sharing?
Oh,
so I can
crap!
see what's going on.
Yeah, crap. Okay. Cuthbert. There's. Oh yeah. Do you want to return to your role as every side character?
I have no idea what this character looks like, so I do not know how to voice them.
Well, we're screwed. Just
not read the dialogue for now. We'll just...
No, just read it in a generic voice or something. That's what I usually do.
Sorry, Tyrion. There were so many things I wanted to tell you. So many things I wanted to show you. But I'm afraid I can't do that now. I need you to be strong now. I'm probably going to change this character's voice the moment I actually see their face.
Yeah.
This world is bleak, merciful, and unforgiving. What kind of exposition?
This game has the weirdest ass exposition.
But I've seen you. I know how bright the light within you is. Use my eyes, peer beyond the divine gate as I once did. Use it to reclaim the future.
What the? Oh, this is the origins of the eye. Okay.
Oh, lore reveal.
You came just in time.
Preposterous. Completely and utterly preposterous. Who the fuck?
Is something wrong, Lord Von Sanchez?
Who the fuck are you? What the no? You filthy rat! You cheated, didn't you? What if I did a Squidward voice for this man? I'm not gonna do that. That's right. You're just a cheat and a charlatan. This man looks like Rules Guard.
Do you have any evidence to prove that ridiculous claim?
I mastered chess before you could crawl out of whatever rat hole you came from. Do you honestly expect anyone to believe that you could defeat me?
Honestly, I'm just as disappointed as you are. I was expecting more of a challenge from House Von Sanchez.
Sanctus?
But I suppose all the gold in the world can't buy you a modicum of skill.
Bro just said skill issue. You little upstart. I'll...
Generic ass name. Von Sanctus' acquaintance clears his throat and gestures subtly to the crowd of spectators. Everyone's attention is on him, and you can see the crowd muttering amongst themselves.
Thankfully, I had that on my soundboard.
His undignified behavior probably isn't doing any favors for his public image. Realizing himself, he tries to regain his composure. It's...
preposterous.
He walks away, muttering the word preposterous under his breath a few more times. Sounds like he's trying to reassure himself more than anyone else.
Voice this character? Okay,
You can if you want to.
sure, why not? So that was something.
Yeah, I knew that he'd get angry, but I didn't expect him to make a scene like that.
Well, you did insult him. Not to say that he didn't deserve it.
Come on, I love seeing these conceited nobles lose their minds when I beat them. Half the fun of playing these tournaments.
Wow, where's this confidence when we're in the courthouse?
Something I forgot to mention earlier, she is legally his bodyguard. Court cases are different. I have to deal with real world elements during a trial, and that includes Prosecutor Steelwind.
Prosecutor Steelwind, huh? I wonder if she plays chess.
Now there's a thought.
First time I saw chess in the dialogue, I deadass had a heart attack. Not like a heart attack, but like chess.
You wonder
Reference.
if she'd be willing to play against you sometime. She can't be any worse than these pampered nobles.
Anyway, we should celebrate somewhere in town. I think my voice just cracked. Even if he was a pushover, you'd just be one of the top-ranked chess players in the kingdom.
To be honest, you had your reservations about returning to the city of Arronax. If you weren't facing one of the 4 pillars, you would have never come back here. You'd rather leave the city as soon as possible.
I saw a cafe while we were walking around. Food smelled great. I'd really like to go there.
We could always go to one of the cafes in the capital. There's plenty of places to choose from there.
Trust me, I've traveled around the whole world. Well, huh? There's nothing better from... Shit. There's nothing better than food from a thriving port city.
She's
English.
also a mercenary. I forgot to mention that.
Based. She kills people.
Alright, I suppose there's no harm in staying a little longer. She does have a point. The streets seem livelier than when you last saw them. See a lot of business that weren't here before. And they all seem to be very well off. Despite being a port city, Arronax used to look like a ghost town. Has the local nobility been investing in the city? You find that possibility very hard to believe. You arrive at the cafe that Celeste told you about. As you enter, you're struck by a powerful aroma of freshly baked pastries and coffee. Scent of baked goods swirl around you.
It fills you with determination.
You take a moment to inhale the enticing smells. You have to admit that it's making you very hungry.
So, you seem to enter the domain of the Deathbringer songstress. Well, if glory is what you seek, then look no further. How the fuck am I supposed to pronounce that? Where you stand before...
Mososurika Tordo.
Dark
Tudor.
Lord of Arronax. What the
Moso
fuck is that name, dude?
Rika. Mosorika.
What in the name of God is that name?
I am not sure.
How do you pronounce that so easily?
It might be the Japanese I went through.
That would make sense.
As you head further in the cafe, you're approached by a familiar face.
Merchant.
Rika? Is that you?
Ha! It appears that my reputation precedes me. How good of you to... Wait, you're... Tyrion? You're back! You're back!
The happy emoji is shining.
I can't use emojis for this game.
Hi.
Why didn't you tell anyone that you were back in town? Do you have any idea how worried we've all been? Do you two know each other?
Right. Celeste, this is Mosorika Tudor. I was friends here when I lived here many years ago. Wait.
Wait, you used to live here?
Yeah. Aranax is actually a town I grew up in.
What? But you were in such a hurry to leave before.
Oh. Sad.
You
Ow.
came here to eat, right?
That food.
If you're still hungry, I can bring you some of our best dishes on the house. How convenient.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Come on, don't be like that. It's been years since I've seen you. And you know how good my food is.
Okay. But only for a little while. Rika sets the table for the three of you and calls over a waiter. You all place your orders.
Now, tell me everything. I want to know all about what you've been doing since you left.
Run!
Speaking about things that would be beneath me.
In other words, she has nothing to say about it.
So, you gonna...
Oh, sorry. Shit.
So, are you going to introduce us?
Right. This is Celeste McCoy. She's my bodyguard.
Bodyguard?
And Celeste, this is...
Ha! As if I need such introductions. Why? Why? I am...
Moser Katunar, Dark Lord
Dark
of...
Lord of Arcane. High Magi of
High...
Cadmium Flames, and the proud proprietor of this cafe. Oh, okay.
I was friends with her when I used to live here. She's a little eccentric, but she's a good person at heart.
Hey!
She's also a common folk mage like you.
Ah, so you came from the same humble beginnings that I do. Which spells have you mastered?
Sorry.
I haven't really mastered any of them. I know about 7 spells, though. 7? It's almost 4 times one that I know.
She's learned even more spells? She's been picking them up rather quickly.
Okay, yeah, you were right about learning magic exceptionally fast. I've been usurped. Look at you, Mr. Big Shot. You're wearing a suit now, and even have a bodyguard. Big Shot, Deltarune reference. Did you get an office job in the big city?
Something like that. I'm actually a defense attorney now.
A defense attorney? I see. Is that why you left town with that scary lady? Scary lady? You're talking about Ruby?
Miss Tamora adopted me when my mother passed several years ago. After that, she began training me to become an attorney like her.
Wait, you've been studying to become an attorney since you were a kid? Well, I guess that explains why you're so young for a lawyer.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, he's 20. That is...
He is in fact 20 years old.
19. 46.
Damn, she looks good for 46.
It's an anime game. I don't know what you expect.
That's true. Yeah, looks about right.
Steelwind is even younger than us.
Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure that's older than one of my grandparents. That's what... So let me get this straight. The 46-year-old woman looks like she's like in her 30s. The 45-year-old man has gray hair. 19. Yeah. Sounds about right.
Said the 19-year-old mercenary.
Also, literally, it shows the age of the character while they're talking.
Oh, shit.
I noticed that before you did.
I forgot it.
Bro for gore.
I also just kind of wanted to show off all the important characters.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah,
And
I forgot about
boy.
Orem. I forgot about Orem in my... He's the gumshoe.
I was about to say, he looks like he's the gumshoe of this game. Jesus Christ, he's 64 years old.
Are you the owner of this cafe, Rika? You always spoke about opening when we were kids.
Yep, and it's all thanks to the Trakojan Trading Company. Company's owner invested in my business idea after trying my food. Because of him, I was able to open up here, just like I've always dreamed.
What is the stupid-ass chance that we happen to enter this one?
Oh, yeah, that does make sense. Trakojan Trading Company. Don't think I've heard of them. Pretty small right now. They're only operating in Ironax. But I hear they're planning to expand their operations throughout Wyverngard. I would have thought that Lord Von Sanctus would have weeded out any competition. After all, he owns one of the largest businesses in the kingdom.
Lord Von Sanctus, isn't that pompous noble I beat in the chess tournament this morning?
Wait, that was you?
I didn't even know he was a businessman.
Von Sanctus Industries invented those arcane constructs we saw at the Imperial Academy. How do you not know about these things? You practically fight against nobles for a living.
Maybe you should start reading more about national politics. Especially in this wasteland of a society.
Society? Is that a Joker reference?
God damn. Is it just me, or does the city look less depressing than before?
Oh, right. You left the city before the new merchants appeared.
New merchants, like from the Merchants Guild?
Yeah, Trakojan Trading Company was one of the first ones. They started operating here and bought the Arcane refinery a few years ago. After that, merchants from all over Wyvengard started coming here.
We know the real reason why Tyrion doesn't read the news.
I don't.
It's because we need to get the information you've...
Oh. Well, being based in a port city would definitely give them an edge. And their presence really helped the city's economy. They aren't owned by the nobility, and they pay their employees a lot more than Bonk and Sanctus does.
Yeah, it's surprising he hasn't disintegrated them.
It's really improved the quality of life of the people here. I doubt Von Sanctus appreciates the competition, though. There's even talk about forming employee-run unions. Oh, Von Sanctus definitely won't appreciate that. Do you want Celeste or no?
I can have her if you don't want her, but the protagonist and her talk quite often.
Okay, I think that's fair. So, still play chess?
Yeah, I'm nationally ranked too.
I heard that an upstart commoner defeated Lord Von Sanctus at a tournament this morning. I had no idea they were talking about you.
Upstart commoner.
The name suits you, Tyrion. Hey, you still do that thing when you play?
No.
What thing?
Nothing. She's not talking about anything.
Wait, you're actually embarrassed about it? When we were kids, you did it even more than I did. What? What did he used to do? Why don't you show her, Tyrion?
I'd rather not.
Come on, show us, Tyrion.
I think I'm a little too old for this. Never too old, yeah? What the?
You're never too old to happen your
Junie!
I did not take Japanese class. Do it, Tyrion. Yeah, do it.
Those who stand in the shadows, those who fear the light of divinity.
What?
Your Imperials will fall and your armies will perish. Kneel and cower before the defying gaze of the Eye of Horus.
I'm not.
Well, that's why I don't do it anymore.
No, that was great. That was really cool, Tyrion.
Her poorly contained laughs are coming out between each word. Why were you laughing? You were just doing it a moment ago.
Yeah, she owns it. You need to say something else before too. I won't let anyone stand in my way, even if they're a man, king, or god. Yeah, that's it. He still says that sometimes. Oh, looks like our order is here.
Look. Oh, crap. The waiter brings the lunch special for each of you. The enticing aroma of the meals makes you salivate a little. You gladly devour the meal. Rika's cooking is just as delicious as you remembered. You spend some more time catching up with her while you finish your meal. As your conversation continues, You and Celeste regale her with stories of your past court cases.
No, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
You go.
Hold on. Yep. Turned out that it was just the headmaster the entire time. Wow. I would never figured that out.
That's why you're not the fucking lawyer.
How did you know, Tyrion?
Accidentally opening the Steam page.
Wait, what? Maybe he saw it with his eye of Horus.
You nearly choke on your drink before you realize what she's actually referring to.
Wait, no way that's actually how you solved that case.
Okay. It couldn't have been anyone else, and I probably would have figured it out anyway. But I did accidentally open the Steam page and see the victim. Or the culprit. Oh, wait. Crap.
Huh? I never thought court cases could be that dramatic.
You finish your meal as you continue to tell Rika about more of your court cases that they didn't decide to write. It's nice being able to talk with her again. You tried so hard to leave everything behind after what happened. But you're happy that she seems to be doing well.
I hope she appears more.
She is 100% gonna be a major component in this case.
Let's fucking go.
Well, it's been nice catching up with you, Rika, but I think it's time for us to get going.
What? We just got here. It's okay. I'm sure you're pretty busy nowadays. I won't keep you any longer. Be sure to ride, okay? Don't just go and disappear like last time.
Yeah, I'll stay in touch.
You better.
You to the local
I would
merchant.
like to say I liked her funky hat. It was a very nice hat. I want to wear that hat.
The city streets seem a bit more crowded than usual. It's a little difficult to make your way through them.
Hey, Tyrion?
Yeah? Celeste is fidgeting with her hands. She looks like the same. She wants to say something, but each time she starts to speak, she quickly stops herself. This happens a few more times before she seems to give up.
Never mind, it's nothing.
Okay. Also, I should mention, only Ruby and Tyrion know about the Eye of Horus.
Ah.
And perhaps the demon.
Ah.
You both continue to walk silently as you make your way to the Merchants Guild. As you make your way there, the streets become more and more crowded. You hope the traffic won't interfere with the ride home.
Hi, could we rent a carriage for travel to Ratholm? Sorry, for travel outside of the city is temporarily closed.
What? Why?
Haven't you heard? The Knights of the Kingsguard have locked down the city.
God damn it.
They set up a blockade and everything. Check the city gates if you don't believe me.
As you arrive at the city gates, you see the blockade that the merchant was talking about. A crowd of disgruntled townsfolk are angrily shouting at the knights stationed there.
This is outrageous. How long do you plan on keeping us here? Sorry, but we have our orders. Can't let anyone outside of the city until our investigation is complete.
There's an investigation. Did something happen?
Murder.
No. Can you at least tell us what's going on? Why is the entire city being blockaded?
Sorry, sir. We're not allowed to release that information. We'll just have to make other arrangements while we sort this out. Actually, I haven't seen you two around before. We'll need to take down...
Sorry.
We'll need to take down your names and occupations for our records. What? Why?
It's fine, Celeste. We're better off just cooperating with them. It's an invasion of privacy, but you'd rather not resist orders from the King's Guard. I'm Tyrion Cuthbert, and I'm a defense attorney.
Fine. I'm Celeste McCoy, bodyguard. Thanks.
You look over to the other King's Guard. They seem to be taking notes of the people here, too. They must be making a list of everyone inside the city. But for what reason?
Some important person got murdered.
Again.
I have an important engagement tomorrow. What am I supposed to do now?
Get to nobleman.
This can't possibly be legal.
Get to noblewoman. The townsfolk continue shouting at the knights, but it's clear they won't be budging anytime soon.
What do we do now? I would like to point out every character in this game is dripped the fuck out.
Yeah. We don't know how long the city will be blockaded. We should find a place to stay overnight just in case. And for some reason, the lawyers wear fucking suits.
I mean, that is still drip.
Yeah. Yeah, this character design is actually really good.
Yeah, the character design in this game is really fucking good. Even the faces NPCs are like, damn, those are some good looking outfits.
Yeah, they really looks like everyone else had the same idea. Hey, welcome to the Eggwin Tavern. What can I do for you? Did we get 2 rooms for the night? Sorry, I can't even spare 1 room. We're completely full with the blockade and all. Why?
Wait, let me take care of this.
Oh yeah, she's rich as well from her mercenary.
I mean, frankly, I'm not surprised considering she's a mercenary and all.
Yeah, mercenaries with magic are exceptionally rare. Celeste takes a large
and also, again, you're getting paid to kill people. Better be being paid well.
Celeste takes out a large pouch of gold and plops it on the innkeeper's desk. Well, would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
One of our
rooms just... Okay, you know, you keep this.
Only one? Hey, the entire city's locked down. Even with your gold, that's the best I can do here. I'm embarrassed to share.
What? Embarrassed to share a room with me, Tyrion?
No, it's just... You realize that she's just teasing you like she usually does. Best to not to give it any mind. Well, it's better than nothing. I feel like you could have asked. Oh, how should we?
Oh, I was just kidding before. You can have the bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
What?
Me for real. Oh God.
I mean, I can't blame them. They really went all out on the art, but this is the same room that she had in the first case.
Please, we may both be commoners, but you live a cushy life in the city. I'm a mercenary. I've lived on the road for years. I sleep like this all the time.
She's got you there. But alright, but tell me if you change your mind.
On the floor, on God, me for real.
I mean, that... Hey, I didn't see you there. I was just,
Just walk past him.
What? Oh no! Hey, watch it. Quit shoving me. Wait, whoa. Holy crap, pull me up. I can't hold on for much longer.
Ah, you idiot, what are you doing?
What?
Grab his arm and pull him up. Hey, break his arm?
My hand, what the hell are you doing?
Your grip is too tight. Stop that.
Ah!
Wait, I can still... No. No, no, no! What happened? I should have been able to... By the scaled lord, he fell in. No, I can use this. That's right. I can still make this look like it was all his fault.
Yeah. I'm 90% sure it's the
90% sure.
the opening is the character on the front is the victim or the defendant.
Ah.
You find yourself falling into a nightmare. Tyrion, I'm so sorry. I can't believe they made you watch. Are you okay? Right, of course not. Are you gonna keep fighting them? Your voice is quiet. Your question barely comes out as a whisper. What? You keep fighting the nobility. I don't know if you can anymore. Today they showed me what they're truly capable of. I was naive. I thought that truth would prevail, but I'm only one person. I can't do this alone anymore. So you're just gonna give up? You're the only one who will fight against them. Give up then? Was my mother's death truly pointless? I'm sorry. Teach me how to be like you. What? Said that you can't do this alone anymore, right? So teach me how to be a defense attorney. I can help you. We can fight them together. Tyrion, you're just a child. I can't just... Mr. Moira, please? I don't have anything left. Please just take me away from you. You clutch your hand tightly, feeling the fading warmth of the final message that your mother left for you. It's the last comforting memory you'll have of her. It's a memory that you'll never experience again. You're startled awake. After some confusion, you realize that it was all a dream. You didn't have any trouble falling asleep, but your slumber was less than restful. It's been a while since you remember that day. That's all the more reason to leave the city as soon as possible. Celeste, are you up? Huh?
Huh?
Celeste was wistfully staring out the window, watching the rain. Her head whips towards you when she realizes that you're awake. Are you okay? What's wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing. He wasn't awake, was he?
She doesn't seem keen on sharing. It'd be best not to pry. Anyways, do you know if the city is still under lockdown?
I haven't checked yet. I was waiting for you to wake up.
Go outside and check the city gates. The blockade still hasn't disappeared. In fact, it looks like it's been fortified with even more knights.
Oh, it's the rainstorm that took out my power earlier. Looks like we can't leave yet.
They've even doubled down on the guards. What's going on here?
Tyrion!
You spot Rika in the distance as she calls out to you. As soon as she sees you, she breaks out into a full sprint towards you. She looks exhausted. Has she been looking for you in the rain?
Tyrion, it's terrible. There was an accident at the Arcane refinery last night. My friends who work there fell into a vat of chemicals. He's dead.
Well, yeah, a vat of chemicals will do that to you.
Shut up!
Rika, I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do.
Lord Von Sanctus is blaming the Dracogen Trading Company. He's trying to challenge the owner with criminal negligence.
The lord of this region, Von Sanctus, would have a lot of leverage in the legal.
This guy's an asshole.
He refuses to lose in chess and then is a noble.
Yeah, this guy's an asshole.
He must be using this accident as an opportunity to oust Dracogen from his territory.
Tyrion, you're a lawyer, aren't you? Can you help them?
I don't think I can.
What? But...
Rika, I specialize in homicide cases. And most of my clients are mages who've been charged with murder. I've never even tried a case like this before. There isn't any magic involved and there's no killer. Don't worry. I'm sure that the Dracogen Trading Company knows plenty of qualified attorneys who can help.
I'm not so sure about that. Think about it. A lord from one of the four pillar families is pressing those charges. Do you honestly think anyone else would try to fight them on this?
She has a point. There aren't many attorneys who will go against nobility under any circumstances. The only ones who would do that are you and Miss Tamora. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Really?
But please don't get your hopes up. I have very little information to work with right now. And to be perfectly honest, I'm really out of my element.
That's okay. I'm sure Mr. Dracogen will take any help that he can get.
Mr. Dracogen?
He's the owner of the He's the owner of the trading company. He should be at the old Arcane refinery right now.
That must be the scene of the accident, too. Probably be best to start your investigation there.
I've been away from the shop for too long, so I can't come with you. Drop by the cafe if there's anything I can do to help. I want that hat. I want that goddamn hat.
You follow Rika's directions and move through the city's industrial district. Reminds you of your childhood, back when you couldn't control the Eye of Horus. You have always avoided this part of the city. It was always covered with an overwhelming fog of misery and fatigue. However, you feel less of that now. Is it because you are, or have more control of your powers, or has something else changed?
Alright, we're here.
You arrive at the refinery and see that there aren't many people around. The few you do see appear to be from the City Watch. Operations must have been halted after the accident.
Wow, So this is an arcane refinery.
Arcane is electricity but magic.
I had a feeling.
I always saw this place as a child, but I never really understood what they do here.
Those machines refine the arcane crystals that are used in artificery.
I do not know how to spell that. I do not know how to say that either.
Artificery. Those crystals are used as a power source for conducting magical energy.
Yeah, maybe they should have chosen a better, easier name for the magic of the game.
Maybe they should have chosen an easier name for that one character.
For the electricity of the game.
Gug!
You look around and spot an especially frustrated individual. He seems to stand out from the knights and the cleaning staff. Could he be the guildmaster Rika spoke of?
It's not Gug.
Take notice of you as you head further into the refinery.
Hello there, you must be the attorney that Miss Tudor spoke about.
I am? I take it that you're the guildmaster of the Dracogen Trading Company?
Yes, my name is Stefanik Dracogen. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Guildmaster. I really appreciate you lending your aid in this matter.
I've already told Rika this, but I've never tried a solve a case before. I need to learn more about what happened before I can decide whether or not I can represent you. I'm honestly not sure how much help I can be.
Well, if there isn't a single attorney in our next that will represent me, so I'll accept whatever help I can get.
Nice.
Nice.
Celeste was right. All of the attorneys are too afraid to stand against Lord Von Santos.
That fucking asshole. Hate that guy so damn much. Where should we start, though? This case is probably different from the homicides that we're used to.
Yeah, like, it's not a good thing to deal exclusively in homicide murder. Homicide or not, the case revolves around a wrongful death.
Revolver.
If I did represent Dracogen, I would need to prove that he wasn't at fault for the accident. To do that, we should start by finding out how and why the accident occurred. We should also question the victim who saw the victim when it happened. I want her to take
I don't think you can question the victim.
Shit. The witness. And it wouldn't hurt to look at the scene of the accident either. The guildmaster would have a lot of knowledge about the refinery's operations. Questioning him might also give you some insight into what happened.
This is just medieval Ace Attorney.
It's Ace Attorney with magic.
It's medieval Ace Attorney.
It's a walkway that overlooks the refinery. It's a little concerning how close it is to the vats. I mean, this isn't very medieval, is it?
Kind of. Ish.
Yes.
Also, Ace Attorney already has magic, stupid.
More magic, Ace Attorney.
That's fair.
Ace Attorney's
In
magic is
kind
basically
of medieval
just spirits.
setting.
It's a little concerning how close it is to the vats. But I suppose the guardrails should keep the employees safe when they're up there. It's a vat filled with chemicals that I can't quite identify. According to Celeste, these chemicals are used to refine and create arcane crystals.
Arcanum.
There are traces of transmutation magic on this power box. It is an artifice. Wait, that's you.
It is an artificery device, so that's not too out of the ordinary.
There are traces of transmutation magic on these parts of the vat.
I'm honestly not quite sure how these vats even work. Perhaps transmutation magic is used in the refinement process somehow. Okay, nothing else. It's a power box. It contains artificery hardware and an arcane power cell. It's connected to the chemical vent, so it must control some function of the refinery. These metal stairs lead up to the walkway above.
They're stairs.
Amazing.
That reminds me of a very funny gif.
To start, could you tell us exactly what happened?
I'm gonna send you the funny gif that the stairs remind me of. Oh. Well, it all began during the work rush yesterday evening. One of my employees fell from the walkway into a vat of magical chemicals. Those chemicals contain extremely volatile and destructive evocation magic. Because of that, he unfortunately died before we could have pulled him out.
I see. But that all just sounds like an unfortunate accident. Why is Lord Von Sanctus blaming you for what happened?
There are guardrails on the walkway to prevent people from falling. Supposedly, the guardrails broke apart when the employee tried to lean against it. According to Von Sanctus, the accident was a direct result of my negligence to maintain the refinery. My employees had taken great care to inspect and maintain the facilities. I have no idea how this happened.
Is he telling the truth? This could all just be lip service. The only room... No, for sure. Go up the stairs.
Go up the stairs.
Do you need me to scan for magical traces?
Hey, oi. You know, fine. You have that one. You can have that one.
Sorry, I'm just used to voicing all the characters.
Makes sense.
Well, there aren't any magical elements in this case. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to check.
Alright.
It's a vat of dangerous magical chemicals. Supposedly, they're corrosive enough to dissolve anyone unfortunate enough to fall into it. Celeste is watching you carefully. She can be a little overprotective at times.
I mean, it is her job.
It looks like the guardrails completely broke apart.
They look kind of rusted.
Yeah, like,
Well,
this part is extremely rusted, and no other part is. That's a bit suspicious.
Yeah, so it can't be the chemicals that rusted it.
The rails are completely rusted, too. Also, they should really have lids on these.
Yeah. I mean, unless not having lids is like part of how it all works.
Arcanum.
Okay, so it's...
There are traces of evocation magic on the chemicals in these vats.
That makes sense. Evocation is a school of magic for spells that create and disperse energy. These chemicals probably include some more magical reaction to create arcane crystals.
What about on the walkway, though? What?
What's wrong?
There are traces of transmutation all over the guardrails.
Transmutation? Do you see those traces anywhere else on the walkway?
No, it's only in this area. Uh-oh.
So, like, they most certainly rusted them out of their mind and then punched through them or something.
Yeah, no, someone rusted that on purpose.
Go ahead.
Transmutation is a school of magic that changes the properties of physical objects. Usually mages use transmutation spells to strengthen and repair objects.
Oh my god. Someone used the spell to change the physical properties of guardrails. Judging by the current state of the rails, we can only conclude one thing. Who the f is Justin Wayne?
Hold on a minute. And only these...
Okay, 1 second.
And only...
Right, someone used a transmutation spell to weaken the guardrails. Afterwards, the guardrails were so weak that Justin accidentally broken them.
And only these guardrails were weakened. The sabotaged rails are right next to this vat of corrosive chemicals too. To get an employee killed.
Who the f is this?
Who the fuck is... Oh, Justin Way is the guy who died.
Oh. We don't have his profile.
Probably because we don't have a physical... Probably we don't know what he looks like.
Whoever sabotaged the guardrails wanted someone to fall into the vat. Well, will they target only those specific guardrails?
But why? Who would do this?
Feel your fist clenching tightly. Someone committed murder using magic here. Whoever did it had the gall to try and cover it up.
Tyrion?
Tyrion is going slightly insane. You won't forgive whoever did this. When you're through with them, you will make them feel a fraction of the misery that your mother...
Tyrion!
But...
You okay?
Right, sorry. Anyways, if you weren't for your detect magic, everyone would have written this off as an accident. Magical traces are only detectable for 48 hours after a mage casts a spell. That means whoever cast the transmutation magic did so recently.
Right.
And there isn't anything else here?
Everything hath been inspected.
Earlier said that the victim was an employee of yours. Could you tell us more about them?
Yes, I hired him just a few months ago. It was a shame what happened to him. He's a young man named Justin Way. See?
Yeah, but... Was he a good employee?
He was a hard worker. He was a bit rough around the edges when he first started. Before working for me, I heard that he'd always spend his time with the local delinquents. Miss Tudor practically begged me to hire him. She told me that she wanted to turn his life around.
That does sound like something Rika would do. She always had a habit of getting involved in her friend's personal business.
When you live a life like Justin's, it helps when you have something to give you some structure and direction. So I decided to give the boy a chance by hiring him. He was clearly a hard worker. He did well to earn his keep. He always followed the rules too. So I have no idea why he was up on that walkway.
Wait, he wasn't supposed to be on that walkway? You mentioned that Justin wasn't supposed to be on that walkway. What do you mean by that?
Well, Justin worked in an entirely different department.
Hello?
Hello.
This is yours.
Oh. He was part of a team that managed packaging and freight.
Kid.
He had no business being inside the refinery building, much less the upper walkway.
That's strange, to say the least. Was he the type of person to wander around places that he's not supposed to?
Hold on real quick.
Beep, beep, beep.
No, like I said before, he always followed my rules. It all just makes...
What the fuck?
It all just makes this whole situation that much more confusing.
Yep. What? Was there anyone around when the accident occurred? Did anyone see Justin fall?
There were many employees here at the time. But there were only a handful of witnesses who actually saw Justin fall from the walkway.
Who were these witnesses?
If I remember correctly, Miss Tudor was the one who saw him fall. No, please.
Wait, Rika was there when it happened?
Yes, she witnessed the accident alongside the harbor master.
Morrison.
Oh, you're acquainted with him?
I am. Morrison was close friends with your child when you... Morrison was close friends with your mother when you were a child. But after you left...
Close friends with your mother, huh?
Aranax, you went out of the way to cut contact with everyone from your past. What were all these people doing in the first place? Rika is a cafe owner and Morrison is the harbor master.
I'm a little concerned about that myself. I'm still unsure about Miss Tudor, but the harbor master was accompanied by a nobleman of some sort. Motherfucking piece of shit guy?
Nobleman?
I'm not too privy to the specifics, but apparently the nobleman had the legal authority to go wherever he wanted to.
I
The
wonder...
motherfucker? Is it the motherfucker himself? The bastard?
Oh, I wonder if we'll dismantle the system by the end of this game.
Dismantle what system?
this government.
Probably.
This game
That
has a
seems
very...
to be a theme.
You want to ask Morrison more about that, but it will be awkward to speak with him after all these years. Should notify Dracogen about the transmutation magic you found. Perhaps you should wait until you obtain more information. After all, knowing about the potential saboteur mightn't necessarily stress them out. Even more so if you don't have the proper, have more information. Okay. Let's go. Let's go to the town square and see if there's anything here. Oh, we can talk to.
Arcanum.
Nope.
It's a statue of some kind of daredevil?
That's Ferdinand Dumont, a famous stunt performer and physicist. What a weird combination. Physicist. That's not physics, right? If it's physics, then I can understand that. Oh, wait, crap. I heard he used to run shows here a couple decades ago. He would always jump over large obstacles or crevices in some kind of wheeled vehicle.
Yeah, physicist is physics.
Oh, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
I heard he even tried creating flying machines near the end of his career.
Flying machines?
Yeah, I heard he didn't even use magic to make them fly. It's a shame the kingdom hasn't tried to develop his research further. Several businesses have opened up since the last time I came here, and they all seem to be pretty busy. Blockade is preventing people from leaving the city.
Local shops will probably be getting a lot more business until the King's Guard let us out.
And... let's go to the harbor.
Go to Pearl Harbor.
Oh no. You arrive at the harbor in search of Morrison, the harbor master. However, you notice a large concentration of knights in the shipping area. Notably, the Arcane Inquisition is among them. You spot Commander White and Prosecutor Steele when coordinating the knights there.
Who's Mr. White?
That's for the gumshoe replacement thing.
I wonder what those two are doing here.
The Knights of the Blockade said they were investigating something. There must be magic involved as the Inquisition is here.
I think this has anything to do with what happened to Justin.
I doubt it. We didn't see any Inquisition Knights at the refinery. Must just be a coincidence.
You're probably right. I'm kind of curious about what the Inquisition is investigating.
It has nothing to do with our case. Best to leave them to their business.
Oi, you there. You'd best clear out. The Knights have closed the harbor.
Morrison?
Huh? Do I know you? Cuthbert? Is that you? Noah.
Jesus. Hi.
I heard from little Mazarika that you were back in town. What can I do for you?
We heard that you were at the refinery yesterday. From what we heard, you witnessed the accident. Wanted to ask you some questions about what you saw.
Oh, right. Mazarika mentioned that you're an attorney now.
What?
I just hope you're still not hung up over that business with your mother. He is. He very much is. Sorry. I guess it's none of my business. Anyways, I'll tell you what I know.
Dragogen told us that you witnessed the accident.
It was a horrible thing what happened. No one discovered what happened to that poor lad.
Deserved.
Oh, no one deserved what happened to that poor lad. Except for that one guy. Can you tell us what you saw? Well, I was showing a patron around town. And for some reason, he really wanted to take a look at the refinery. Something about checking out the local art of fishery.
Must mean artificery.
They even acknowledge that it's hard to pronounce. Anyway, he was looking at the machinery. Then suddenly, Mozarika came running towards us. He was trying to tell us something, but the damn machines were too loud for us to hear her. After a while, she just pointed at the walkway and we saw the horrible sight. We saw someone fall into the vat. By the time we could get them to stop the machines, it was too late.
That matches up with what you know so far. What was Rika even doing there? She should have still been running around the cafe at the time of the accident. Patron could also witness the accident. Justin fell off the walkway. Was it because the guardrail broke under his weight?
Yeah, he did, but it was a little strange. The guardrail was made out of metal, yes. But the way it broke, you'd have thought that it was made of cardboard. He barely leaned on it, and it just broke apart.
Even a poorly maintained guardrail shouldn't have broken that easily. Really use transmutation magic to stop it? Sabotage it? If so, that possibility could clear Dracogen's name.
Okay, I'd just like to point out, so I've been talking to some people, right?
Yeah?
I told Beta that we're in a recording session, and there's something he asked me to say in the recording.
Oh no.
Hold on. What did he ask me to say? Oh my god. He's asking me to quote DJ Khaled. God damn it. Just note, I will be quoting DJ. I will make that quote at some point.
Oh no. But presenting the possibility of a magical crime might just complicate things. You mentioned that you're escorting a patron, and that happened. Who was he? Did he witness the accident too?
He was right with me when Rika was trying to get our attention. It'd be hard to miss it with the commotion she was making. As for who he was, he said his name was Aster. Aster!
God! Aster? You don't know anyone by that name.
W.D. Gaster.
Why does that name sound familiar? Do you know what his surname was?
No, the lad was very secretive with his last name for some reason.
He must have had a recognizable name. Is he a noble from a well-known house?
Perhaps his last name. Can you go to the people that we know about so far?
speak on.
Not. Perhaps his last name. Down. Perhaps his last name was Von Sanctus.
The blockade. Why were you escorting this after in the first place? Don't you have to manage the harbor?
Well, I can't really manage the harbor. Can't really manage anything without.
He gestures towards the Inquisition Knights cracking up here.
They've blocked all sea travel out of the city till this mess is sorted out.
They have a lot
Also, wait a minute. They have a lot of knights investigating the harbor. Do you know what they're looking for? He's 64. He looks even older than the other guy who's 64. Well, you didn't hear this from me. But according to them, Esther's ship just up and vanished in the dead of night.
Is it
So
possible
Esther probably did it.
Is it possible that it's another demon?
Potentially. This is your line. Square.
Vanished and someone hijacked it?
That's the thing. Guards would have noticed if someone had driven off with the ship, especially one of that size. From what I heard, one of the guards could have sworn that they saw it vanish in a flash of light.
What the fuck?
What the hell? Oh my god.
A flash?
Flash of light. Like something created by a spell.
What kind of ship was it? Do you know how big it was?
The size of it. I'd say that it was probably a galleon.
Ah. A galleon? A spell of that scale would have to be pretty powerful to affect a ship of that size. I wonder, could they have used Artificer to increase the spell power?
Potentially. Wonder who this Aster person is. Must be a high profile if they're calling him a Kingsguard and the Inquisition for him.
All over a missing ship, too. You spent some time with him, am I correct, Morrison? Did he tell you where he was staying?
If I remember right, he's staying at the local inn near the town square. Wait, that's the tavern that we were staying at.
If he's this high profile, why is he staying at an inn for commoners?
No idea. He's an eccentric one for sure.
Whoever he is, he also witnessed the accident. You'll definitely want to speak with him. If he's a noble, there's a chance that he's the mayor that sabotaged the King Guard's rail.
Guardrail?
Fuck. Ships. It's a modest ship. Probably used by local businesses to transport goods by sea.
I can't help but feel nostalgic in these ships. I used to travel by sea all the time when I was traveling the world. It was probably my favorite part.
And that does sound pretty nice. I'd like to try riding one someday.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You get motion sickness pretty easily. Sailing on a ship might kill you.
She has a point there.
You know who else has a point?
Who?
DJ Khaled when he said that in life you got roadblocks. That's the thing that Beta wanted me to say. Beta, if you're seeing this, you're fucking welcome.
I'll have to DM this to Beta. Watch this whole thing for proof.
Nah, just give him a timestamp of when I say it.
Yeah, like 1:15. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was like an hour, 15 minutes in. Well, you have
Hour
a job as
nine.
an attorney now. You can always move back here.
No, if possible, I never want to return to the city again. Boxes. There are several crates containing all kinds of goods. They must be the merchandise of the local businesses.
Arcane.
There's nothing.
Okay. No, presenting the badge to nothing.
Ah, I see. That's this game's equivalent of the attorney's badge.
Yeah, it's a rune stone. Okay, let's go to the cafe.
Rune? Delta.
Custom made. We don't need to go through every dialogue choice.
Detect magic. Detect magic.
Arcane.
Nothing.
Okay,
Barrels?
that's what I expected.
Also, there was a stepladder incident.
It was a what?
Stepladder incident.
Okay. You can always just check each room.
That might irritate the patrons, though. And if Aster doesn't want to be found, we might alert him if we annoy too many people.
I guess you're right.
Your family owns a tavern, right? Owned. If you had to put a VIP somewhere, which room would you choose?
I guess it would probably be the one at the end of the hallway. That's the one I use. That's the one I use at my family's tavern. Hello.
The crack in the door is less than an inch wide. You can't get a look at the person's face.
I'm terribly sorry, but if your business isn't urgent, I'd like to be left alone.
Sorry if I'm intruding, but are you Aster? My name is Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm the defense attorney of Stefanik Drakehagen. From what I've heard, you witnessed the accident at the refinery yesterday. Wondering if I could ask you a few questions about what you saw? He definitely stands out from the other patrons of the inn. He must be the wealthy.
And he is also dripped out the fucking wazoo. Tyrion Cuthbert, the protege of the infamous Ruby Timora.
So you know who I am.
I do. I know you very well. I'm your biggest fan.
What?
I can't believe it. The infamous Tyrion Cuthbert is standing right in front of my tavern room.
What?
I've read all about your feats, Mr. Cuthbert. You successfully indicted the head of House Pierce. You didn't think twice about confronting the inheritor of House Frega. And you even defeated Lord Von Sanctus in the chess tournament yesterday. I'm so lost right now. And you must be Celeste McCoy. Tyrion's first client and the Crimson Demon of the Eastern Kingdoms. How did you find out about that name?
The Crimson what?
The Crimson what? Oh wait, that was your line. Don't ask. Anyway, oh wait.
Anyway, if you are Aster, does that mean you witnessed the accident with the Harbor Master yesterday?
Yes, I did. Are you going to interrogate me about what I saw? I'll answer whatever questions you have.
His fucking stare.
I will say I was not. This is Ace Attorney. This is Ace Attorney right here.
1 second, I have to get the fucking. I have to get the thumbnail for this.
Oh, this is straight out of Ace Attorney. On God.
I'm posting the thumbnail here to save it.
Oh my God! This is so good.
Perfect thumbnail.
Yes.
You've never met a witness that has been this eager to cooperate. Hopefully this means he won't hide any details about what he saw.
Repario Arcanum.
Nothing.
His face is perfect. You clearly know who I am, but I'm still unsure of who you are, Aster.
My apologies. But I would prefer to keep my full identity hidden for now. Bro, no, I don't want this guy to be the murderer.
Hope
He's too funny.
he's within his right to do so, but you can't help but feel a little suspicious. In any case, what is your business in Oronex?
I was accompanying a ship transporting transporting goods to Lord Von Sanctus.
He needs all those lords to have a tea party, you know? He needs all those lords to beat them in chess. The same ship that was magically stolen?
I'm surprised you found out about that. The Kingsguard have been trying their best to keep that information hidden. But I suppose I shouldn't expect anything less from you, Mr. Cuthbert.
Flattery
This
would
guy
get
is
nowhere.
so suspicious. Oh my God. What was on that ship? Must be pretty valuable to be worth stealing.
I mean, the ship itself must have been valuable.
Yeah, that's true. It's a giant-ass galleon. I doubt there was anything on that ship worth drawing the ire of the entire kingdom. The truth is, during the time that my ship was stolen, I was supposed to be on it. So what you're telling me is it might not have been stolen. They might have just left without him. That's my prediction. The ship just left without it. He was late.
The theft of the ship might have actually been an attempt to kidnap you.
That's my current theory, anyway. Makes sense otherwise, unless it's just his crew leaving without him.
He seems awfully calm about this. The accident. According to Morrison, you were also in the refining acid. Did you witness the moment the victim fell into the vat?
I did.
Honestly,
Tell us exactly what you saw.
I kind of want to voice Aster.
All right, go ahead. Every detail you can remember could be important.
Well, it all began when I was visiting the refinery with the harbor master. I was inspecting the refinery's machines when a girl frantically ran towards us. She was hysterical. It looked like she was trying to tell us something, but we couldn't hear her over the noise of the machines.
Okay, so that lines up with Morrison's testimony.
When she realized we couldn't hear, she simply pointed at the walkway. That's when we saw Justin Wayne fall off and into the vat.
Justin Way.
And into the vat. The next question is very important. Did you see the victim break the guardrail by leaning on it? Yes, he broke the guardrail before he fell. His testimony matches exactly what Morrison
testimony lines up like perfectly with Morrison's.
The way he fell was very strange, though. Strange? What do you mean by that? You mentioned that the way the victim fell was strange. Did you feel like the guardrail broke too easily? Well, yes! How would you know? It matches with the statement that the harbor master gave us. Don't want to reveal the traces of transmutation magic I found on the walkway, at least not yet. Yes, the guardrail broke the moment that Justin leaned on it. And his body was extremely limp when falling, too. Body was limp?
His body was limp?
Normally, when falling from a great height, one would flail their arms, yes? But when I saw him falling, he wasn't moving at all! He wasn't moving? Did you see the expression on his face? Oh, he might have been unconscious. I'm afraid that I couldn't see anything on his face. It was much too dark to make out his features. Wait, you didn't actually see his face? How'd you know it was actually him that fell in? Who else could it have been? No one else has been reporting missing. Ah, that's fair. They also found the remnants.
They also found the remnants of Justin's body in the vat. It was definitely him that fell in.
True. You don't have much reason to believe that Justin might still be alive. There are traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene. It appears that Astor is quite a high-profile individual. We don't have his profile yet.
Yeah, we don't have his profile yet.
He's probably a mage, and aside from Rika, he was the only other mage at the refinery that night. If you ask him outright, you might be able to see something incriminating through the eye of Horus. Astor, respect your privacy if you don't want to tell us who you are. Can you at least answer one question for me? I can make no promises, but I'll do my best to tell you what I can. Are you a mage? Oh. Is that all? Yes, I am a mage, and I'm quite the practiced one at that. See, Celeste cast Detect Magic to look at the scene of the accident, and we found traces of transmutation magic at the crime scene, namely on the garden rails that Justin fell through. What? Here it is. I can't believe it! What? Telling me that a mage used transmutation magic to weaken the rails? It's a conspiracy. Wait, does this mean that was actually a murder made to look like an ant? It's like something out of reports I read about him. You don't see anything incriminating, and you can see his claws.
Please, for the love of God, tell me that the lady with the funny hat is not the murderer. Please.
I hope to dear God. No, she wouldn't have been the murderer.
No, because she considered that one guy a friend. She's the one who told you about the murder in the first place.
His feelings of
She was the one who asked you to defend the guy. So like,
his feelings of happiness are a bit off-putting, though. And you asked if I was a mage. Does that mean I'm a potential suspect? This is great. This is the greatest thing to ever happen to me. This is the first time you've met someone that's happy to be suspected of murder. He must. Sorry, it's not right of me to get so excited about something that's so serious. He must think less of me now. But it's like something right out of a mystery novel.
Oh God.
Have we ever seen him have any emotion apart from pure joy this entire time?
Bro is like, wait, I'm a potential murder suspect? Poggers!
I think he's like this because he trusts Tyrion to solve the case.
No, that's absolutely the reason. He is absolutely. he is pogging. He is pogging.
Nevertheless, it doesn't look like there are any incriminating thoughts. Are all positive. Wasn't a drop of fear in there. What could this mean? Either way, it looks like you found move somewhere else. You take a look at this.
Oh my fucking God!
Okay, maybe we can move back into.
Yeah, maybe go back to the cafe. Maybe we can learn more from. Tyrion, you're back. Did you talk to Mr. Draketon?
I did. I'm still not sure what to make of him just yet. But after what I've seen today, I don't think I can turn a blind eye to what's happening. There were traces of transmutation magic on the crime scene. Regardless of their motives, someone sabotaged those rails with the intent of harming an employee at the refinery. If this truly was a murder, you'd have to find out who did this and why. I'll represent him in court for the criminal case.
Hey, that means a lot to me.
On that note, you were at the refinery when the accident occurred, am I correct?
Yes, I was.
I asked you a few questions about what you saw on that day.
Of course, I'll do whatever I can to help.
Why? Why were you at the refinery that day? Didn't you have to work at the cafe?
I was making a food delivery. To Justin.
You have cooks that are clearly there. Yet you can't hire a food delivery person.
It's her friend.
Bonk.
Oh, Wait, you're delivering food to the victim? Yeah, he never had the time to make his own dinner. So, I always delivered his dinner during his evening break. But that night, I couldn't find him in the freight area, so I went looking for him in the refinery building.
So the accident happened while you were delivering his food. Ooh, fish.
That's fish.
That looked quite good. That is a shit.
Fish? That fish?
Yeah.
And the lemons. I would eat that.
That's a shit ton of lemons, though.
I would eat that. I fucking love lemons. You already know that I absolutely love sour food.
That's like a whole ass lemon on the fish.
I've eaten a whole ass lemon before.
Did you talk to Justin at all before the accident?
I did. When I finally found him in the refinery building, he seemed busy. He told me to leave his food in the break room.
Busy, but according to Draketon, he should have never been in the refinery building in the first place.
What did he say? What he was busy with? He said that he had a meeting scheduled with Mr. Draketon. I cannot settle on a pronunciation.
That can't be true, though. Draketon didn't mention anything about this, unless Justin's meeting has been added to your notes. What did you see? Got a few witness accounts already, but I just wanted to double check. What did you see during the accident? Sorry, I'm sure that was a disturbing sight. Do you need to take a moment?
No, it's okay. Happened just after Justin told me to leave his food in the break room. It's my first time in the refinery, so I spent some time looking at all the machines. That's when I suddenly heard a strange sound from the walkway. I looked to see what it was. I saw Justin fall from there. I tried to find someone to help him, but no one could hear me because of how loud the machines were. Before I finally got them to understand what happened, it was already too late.
Wait. Did you see the guardrail break when Justin fell off the walkway? Did it break from Justin's weight?
I'm honestly not sure. I was too busy trying to find help.
That's odd. They only
What?
started looking when Rika told them, right?
Yeah?
And they saw him fall. But
Yeah.
Rika only started to tell them after she saw him fall. So the timeline doesn't work out there. Unless this is just a writing mistake.
Might be.
Because the account of what happened is a lot less detailed than Astor and Morrison's. But she did see Justin before the accident. He still have no idea why Justin was on the walkway in the first place. According to Rika, he said that he had a meeting scheduled with Dracogen. This doesn't match with what Dracogen told you. Either Justin or Dracogen must be lying in that case. Or someone set up a meeting.
That's true. It could have been a setup.
But you still have no idea what kind of person Justin was. Perhaps Rika can tell you more. Could you tell us more about the victim? What kind of person was he?
He was a good person. He fell in with a bad crowd a few years ago, but he was starting to turn his life around. I saw how much he was trying to change, so I asked Mr. Dracogen to give him a job. I really wanted to help him change his life for the better. This job just ended up killing him. You can't blame yourself for this. No one could have known that this would happen. I guess you're right. It's hard not to think about, though.
Was he the type of person to go places that he wasn't supposed to be?
No, not anymore.
Not anymore.
He really wanted to make a good impression on Mr. Dracogen. He always talked about following the rules. He even got mad at me a few times when I accidentally broke Dracogen's protocols.
That matches up with what Dracogen said. Maybe he was falling back on his old habits before he turned his life around. You mentioned that Justin fell in with a bad crowd before. I've also heard that he used to hang out with a band of local delinquents. Tell us more about them. What? Because this information will help us with an investigation. I need to think if the other people knew him. Do you know where I could find some good ones?
I'm sorry, I really didn't know him that well. I should keep quiet. Might make him mad.
Vika, are you hiding something from me?
What? Of course not. Why would the Dark Lord of Arnex... What would the Dark Lord of Arnex possibly have to hide from you?
Yeah, she's definitely hiding something. You'll need to argue against her if you want the truth. I don't have a full psychological profile.
Yeah, difficult to think about sometimes. You always hear about these things happening, but you never expect them to happen to people you know. But have no fear. It will take more than this to bring out a high arc magi.
Reverted to her Chuni personality. Perfect. Something for you. Who clearly knows about the bad crowd that Juice Justin fell on, but she's hiding who they are and where you can find them. Share that information with you. Yay, argument.
Argument.
Rika, you know about Justin's friends, don't you? Just be honest with me.
I'm not hiding anything. I really don't know that much about him. I may have delivered his food, but he was just a customer to me. Didn't she call him his friend, though? Didn't he call him her friend, though?
Might have believed that you delivered his food because he was a good customer. That wasn't all you did for him. You say you were trying to turn his life around, and you begged Jackogen to send him up with a job. You wouldn't do that for a customer you barely knew.
Well, that still proves nothing. I am Mozarika Tudor, Hierarch Magi of the Cadmium Flame. Is it so hard to believe that I took pity on a stranger? Hold on.
What?
Wait, are you allowed to look at what you just said? It would only be right for me to equip a commoner with the means to change his life.
This makes sense. Oh. You're privy to details of Justin's life. Doubt he'd continue to hide his path from you after you'd done so much for him. You would have known who he associated with.
Tyrion, not everyone wants to share their past with people close to them. You should know that better than anyone.
Ah, crap. You're not a good liar, Rika. We've risked a lot by asking Drakagen to hire a stranger, especially a stranger with a dubious past like Justin. What if Justin fell back into his old ways? Surely brought consequences on you and your business. Take a risk like, unless you knew him well enough to trust him.
Okay, fine. I guess we were friends. Like I said before, he was trying to leave his old life behind. He didn't like talking about the person he was back then. Wanted to forget it, and I never brought it up.
I doubt that, Rika. I'm sure that you were friends for at least a few years. With a friendship that old, I'm sure that he would confide in you about his past.
What?
No, you need to stay focused. Rika, I don't know why you thought you had to lie about this, but I need to talk to Justin for my friends.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, I need to know why he was behaving so strangely before the accident. I know something about him that you and Dracogen don't.
But that doesn't make any sense. You're just overthinking this, Tyrion.
You didn't want to overplay your hand before, but it looks like you don't have a choice now. Because Justin told you that he was heading to a scheduled meeting in Dracogen's office. But according to Dracogen, Justin wasn't even supposed to be in the refinery building yesterday.
What?
Rika, Justin might have lied to you.
No. He would never do that.
I need to know why he was up there. So far, the statements that I've gotten from you and Dracogen don't explain that. Need to talk to people that might know things about him that you don't.
Okay. I'll tell you where you can find them. Just promise me that you'll be safe, okay?
I have a bodyguard. And plot armor.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't trying to lie to you.
It's okay, I'm assuming you had your reasons. You need to know where I can find Justin's old friends.
You probably know already. But a few years ago, Justin got involved with a local street gang. They'd always hang around the beach area. But one day, they discovered an abandoned house along the coastline. And they started spending most of their time there. It's that house, Tyrion. It's probably where you'll find Justin's old friends.
So that's why you were being so secretive.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. You're just trying to look out for me, right?
You're gonna be okay. I'll go there with you if you'd like.
No, it's okay. I'm sure you're busy with the cafe right now. It's not like as if I'll be going alone.
Alright. Don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Yeah. You arrive at the old abandoned house. Upon looking the home that you left behind, you're struck with a flood of memories. Memories were once happy, but now they only fill you with grief.
Tyrion? You okay?
Yeah, let's look around. You wipe your eyes and begin looking around the house. Suddenly you hear the sound of glass
Oh
breaking.
no! Our table! It's broken!
You rush to look for the source and see two young teenagers throwing rocks at the side of the house. The shadow remains of a window lying on the ground.
Ah, nice shot, Gavin. Why the fuck you look like that? Occupation, none. We've got company, Wyatt. Huh? Occupation, none.
You stare blankly at the broken glass lying on the ground. You're at a loss for words. Nothing comes out of your mouth. You suddenly feel quick.
What in the hell do you want? What the hell?
Before you even realize what you
Tyrion? Okay, let's all just call down and... No, excuse me? You can have the delinquents if you want.
What, you
It's
got
one of them.
cotton in your ears or something?
Yes, actually. Why don't you go ahead and repeat what you said?
I said stay out of this. You little shit.
They're fucking dead!
Celeste?
Yes?
I'm sorry for losing my temper back there. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
It's okay. Our emotions get the better of us sometimes.
Celeste?
Yes?
I think you might have overdone it a bit.
Nah.
Celeste?
Yes?
I don't think he's breathing.
Come on, just give him a second.
Suddenly hear the very bruised and broken form of Cavern sputtering and wheezing on the ground. Finally regain consciousness. See, he's
See, he's perfectly fine.
Ah! You're fine. Pure fear. Wyatt is staring wide-eyed at Celeste. From the shaking of his legs, it looks he wants to run away, but he's too frozen by fear to move.
Don't bother running. Even with a head start, I can easily catch up to you. That is a cold-ass line. Anyways, these two are probably Justin's former delinquent friends, right? You okay with talking to them?
Yes, of course.
Shit out of that. Hold on, how old are each of them? I need to know.
"16 and 17.
You beat the shit out of a 16-year-old! She's 19, right?
Yeah. Would you two happen to know about the young man who died at the refinery yesterday?
These guys are after Justin? But he's already dead.
After Justin? You sent on someone's behalf. It hurt to play the part to give him. Not here to hurt you. Not here to hurt you anymore.
Favorite character. Genuine favorite character off that one moment.
She's an amazing character.
True.
We'd just like to ask you a few questions about Justin.
Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want. Alright, you two talk. I'll work on popping Kevin's shoulder back into place.
It's a little disturbing how nonchalantly she says.
Best character. Best character.
What can you tell me about Justin Wade? According to a few witnesses spoke to, you used to be friends.
Friends is kind of pushing it. We used to hang out back in the day, but we don't know more. It was weird when he started talking to us again. I thought he left for good.
But he started to talk to you again? Why?
He just needed some of the old gear that he left at the house.
Old gear? What kind of old gear?
You know, his thieves' tools. All the tools you need for lock picking and safe cracking.
Tools for lockpicking and safe cracking. Why would Justin need those? What would Justin need lockpicking and safe cracking tools for?
Well, he needed to get the gold that he owed your boss.
So he'll go to someone.
Word has it that he was working for the merchant that owns the refinery. I guess the owner trusted him a lot. Justin said he had a way to get access to the safe in that guy's office. Oh! Justin was always a whiz when it came to breaking and entering. He even had tools that could crack magical locks. Getting the gold out of the safe would have been an easy score for him. So he was falling back into his old ways.
Wait, Justin was planning to rob Dracogen? behalf of someone, and from what he said so far, Justin owned a non-trivial amount of gold to this person. Some kind of criminal. Sabotaged the get-out grill. Did Justin tell you who he owed this debt to?
Nah, man. He didn't say nothing. He might whack me too much if I told him the truth.
He does know. No point in playing chum. Just tell us what he told you. Did he give you a name?
Oh,
dear.
Answer the question.
That fucking sprite is amazing.
Character is amazing. the eye taker. You go to the eye taker.
We get a fucking sprite for this guy, but not fucking Justin Way.
And we don't get a profile. We don't get a profile for what's his name, Esther.
Yeah, like, just call
I
him.
feel like we're probably gonna get a profile for Esther later.
Either way, you need to find out who this eye taker is. Might be best to ask someone else. Present the badge. Several weeds and plant life have grown since you were last here.
Detect magic.
Anyone has taken care of the yard for the last few years. But you suppose that's more your fault than anyone else's. Does he still own this house? I feel like there's
still own this house?
I feel like there's some sort of rule that prevents people from just abandoning houses.
Mm-hmm.
View of the city is just as you remember it. Probably the only thing that hasn't changed since you left Arenax.
Arenax. Detect magic.
Returning to this house has brought back several memories that you had complicated feeling. These feelings are even more confounded by the blatant vandalism committed by Gavin and Wyatt. Honestly, you'd rather leave this place as soon as possible.
Detect magic.
Repario Arcanum.
Nothing.
Yep, as I expected.
Nope.
Repario Arcanum.
No new dialogue.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything more. Cafe.
Hey, Tyrion,
Yeah?
back at the house. What's that all about? Never seen you get that angry before. And you said that it was your house.
Yeah, it was my house.
It was? Ever since we arrived in the city, you haven't really been yourself. If you want to talk about it,
I'm fine and don't want to talk about it.
You're not fine. I can see it on your face. Please, just talk to me.
It's none of your business. Celeste, I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Do you know a criminal named the Eye Taker?
The Eye Taker? Can't say I've heard of them. Are you in conflict with this villain? Do they seek to steal the Eye of Horus from you?
No, not exactly. At least you hope not.
I want Regan to appear in future cases. Probably that.
There's something you should know about Justin.
What is it?
I spoke with his two friends at my old house, and according to them, planning on robbing Dracogen.
What?
Sorry, I know this is hard to hear after you vouched for him.
No, I don't believe it.
Rika.
No, he was a good person. I know it. He would never betray me and Mr. Dracogen like that. I've made another. I swear to God. I'm gonna stick with Dracogen.
The truth will eventually come to light. This is a long-ass case. We haven't even gotten
It really
to
is.
first court session, and it's already 2 hours.
So, end the recording.
You can, if you want to.
Yeah, where do we go from here? Oh.
Maybe we talk to...
Oh yeah, probably talk to the probably go to the refinery. And then tell them about the robbery.
Oh, what?
What?
Have you ever a criminal named the Eye Taker?
That name does sound familiar, but I don't know much more than that. I try my best to avoid those sorts of people. You understand? Perhaps someone else might know more about them.
Okay, let's just go to the...
Aster?
Yeah. What can you... oh, no. Okay. Harvard?
Yeah, the Harvard... I thought the Harvard guy might know.
No, the criminal named the Eye Taker? Eye Taker.
The Eye Taker? Where did you hear that name?
Oh, you do
Don't
know.
tell me. Wait, don't tell me. He's the Eye Taker. No, like, go back to the evidence. I've learned to keep my distance from him over the years. He has something over one of his eyes. And you know who else
It's
has
the
something
wrong
over one
eye.
of his eyes? Yeah. Okay, wrong eye. The Eye Taker is the criminal kingpin of this region. Every large criminal undertaken in this region happens under his watch.
He's that big of a deal?
Of course he is! More importantly, how did you hear about him?
From what I've heard, Justin Wayne owed him a huge debt.
Justin owed him? I know he used to run around with a bunch of rogues, but I never imagined. Wow, the Scaled Lord.
Eye Taker might be involved in Justin's death. Do you think someone like him could be behind this?
Well, there's a saying about what happens when you get on his bad side. Let's just say he reminds you of why he has that name. Oh.
So you know, it definitely adds another. Oh shit! Don't make sense. Okay, go to Dracogen. I think we might be soon moving to the first court.
Hello, Mr. Cuthbert. God damn it.
I trust you're doing well.
Where?
We are.
I'm pretty sure you also skipped some other dialogue, though. I trust you're doing well.
We are, for the most part. We spent some time into looking into the accent and the people who knew Justin. I think there might be more to this case than meets the eye. Except my eyes.
Oh.
My eyes are special. Spend some time explaining your findings to Dracogen. You seemed troubled when you explained the traces of transmutation magic that you found in the guardrail.
Didn't we already mention that to him?
No, we didn't want to, apparently. He's even more taken aback when you mentioned Justin's supposed plan to rob him.
This is quite a lot to take in.
Are you missing any valuables in your safe right now?
No, actually, but after the accident, I did a careful inspection of the building. When I checked my office, I noticed that the lock on the safe was disengaged.
The safe was open, but you said there wasn't anything missing?
That's right. I saw the safe open like that. I was already worried that I'd been robbed. Double-checked the contents. Everything was accounted for. Because of that, I had just assumed I'd forgotten to lock it.
This doesn't make any sense. Maybe it was just a coincidence.
I might believe that if it weren't for where my office is located,
What do you mean?
the walkway that Justin fell from leads to my office. There's a window there that overlooks the refinery.
That would explain where Justin was there in the first place.
I don't want to suspect one of my employees, especially one that isn't alive to defend himself from such accusations. But it all just fits too perfectly together. Except for one thing.
Why wasn't anything stolen? Well, regardless, I think you have a pretty good case.
So, does this mean you'll represent me?
After what I've discovered, I won't just stand by and let Von Saint just have his way.
Well spoken. Glad to have you on my side, Mr. Cuthbert.
Anyway, regardless of why, someone clearly magically tampered with the site of the accident. I doubt the court will find you at fault for what happened, although civil cases are a lot less strict than criminal cases. If we present evidence using foul play using magic,
We'll treat this exactly like our other cases.
Yeah, they might stall the trial until they find out exactly what happened. For this accident, all we have to go on is witness accounts. Finding concrete evidence what happened could very well be impossible. The idea of hunting down the major responsible sounds very tempting. Looks like you have.
Looks like you have your work cut out for you. I just hope things turn out okay in the end.
And with Von Sanchez on the other side?
Sanctus.
Who knows what might happen. Best to keep your wits about you.
I feel like you. Wait. We should have the prosecutor.
They do speak a lot.
Specifically to Cuthbert, I imagine.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I can't believe this. I have more important things to do than resolve your petty squabbles for you. Yes, the missing ship of your betrothed.
What?
Betrothed, what?
Huh.
Listen, the sooner you help me resolve this mess with Dracogen, the sooner you can return to being the prince's lapdog.
Oh no.
That is to say, once I'm not preoccupied with this case, House Von Sanctus can provide the resources that you and the Inquisition need. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I? Well, at least this case should be relatively straightforward. Real quick, can we stop the recording real quick so I can go and eat?
I think we're ending the recording here.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, this is the start of the courtroom.
Why the judge look like that?
Okay, and we'll see you next time.
His forehead is so big.
So when do you want to do? Let's see you next time in. on Shattered Square. Be sure to like and subscribe, and don't get shot in the alleyway at 10 a.m. in the morning.